Welcome, everyone. Here we are in another edition of
What do we call this? The Music
the
Connection.
Music Connection. We have been very fortunate to have a wonderful array of friends who are not just talented, but also willing to be part of this little shindig. And tonight is no exception. We have a very talented, incredible, and wonderful friend who is joining us from not too far, maybe about 25 miles away, and an amazing musician, the one and only Orlando Cotto.
There he
Hey guys,
is.
how's it going?
Now,
Good to see you all.
good to see
Good to
you.
see you.
Yeah.
Now, the big reveal, of course, people who don't know you see that you're a percussionist.
Yes, I
It,
am.
what we got to know you through some mutual friends a number of years ago. Christy Stewart and the Padillas and Ruth, and we have been friends ever since with you and your wife Yvonne and your
Yes.
son Luis. And we a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, you stepped in as our music director for this show.
That's
And
right.
folks who are familiar with it know it's a show about 26 people with disabilities and their journey of activism for their rights. But I also have a T-shirt here that's relevant to you.
Yeah. Is that the body walk?
The Buddy Walk.
There we go. Sure.
Yes. Can you tell folks what that's about?
Yeah. Well, the body walk is one of the most amazing organization that is Chesapeake Bay. They organize this body walk every year, and it's a great way of raising money for kids with Down syndrome. I have my son has Down syndrome, and I'm very proud of my son, regardless of his disabilities. And
Luis is in fifth grade.
he's in fifth grade. Yeah, he's doing wonderful in school, and he's coming along just like another regular kid. It's hard
Yeah.
work for the parents, but it's all worth it. I mean,
Well, he's not only a regular kid; he's a super wonderful kid,
thank
and
you.
also talented like his dad. But you started out playing, I think, around 5 years old. Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, actually, I started out as a musician. With my father used to be a, what they call here a bat boy. In baseball, a double A baseball in Puerto Rico, and my hometown Calle won the series the in Puerto Rico, and then they ended up going to all kinds of different countries like Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, Panama. And one of the trips, when he went to Cuba, my father brought a conga drum from Cuba. He exchanged the conga for some clothes or something like that. I was little. That's what he kind of told me later, and and that's how my career took off. And then in eighth grade, I started playing music with a folk music company from Puerto Rico, from my hometown, called Compañía Folclórica Las Muesas de Calle. And I was in eighth grade when I started playing with those guys, and that was kind of my how I kind of started playing a lot of orally tradition, and it was quite an amazing experience for me because I'm in school and I can play music, and it was like pretty incredible. And then after that, I took off, and I decided I wanted to just play music as a career.
Well, you have an international career, and I think I have all of your albums. They're really wonderful, and people need to check out Orlando Cotto.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
so
Yes.
I have a question for you. You have a lot of instruments right there. Can you give us a little tour of what those are?
Oh, sure. So right now I'm here with my handpan. This is my handpan, one of my latest instrument that I added to the collection. It was donated from a church where I worked on Saturday, church on the square, which I play there every Saturday. Now we're doing services online, so if you want to check them out, you can hear the instrument at the services. And back here, I have my first wife. It's my marimba, my Natalia. I call her Natalia. And as you can see, it's a huge instrument. And I have some drums over here, and I have some all crazy stuff here with pedals and stuff down here. I love working with coordination. So you can see some pedals, some hi-hats, some cowbells, and some all kinds of stuff in there. And this is kind of my private studio in my house, and I worked very hard to earn this, and I'm very very proud of this space that I have here. It's kind of detached from the house, and I can play here all night long if I want to.
And is your wife jealous of Natalia?
She's not. She's not. And actually, Natalia is a name for a Venezuelan waltz that I
That's right.
learned on one of my recordings, on my first recording, Caribeños, is Latin American music for the marimba, which I did many years ago, and I was honored to participate with Giovanni Hidalgo on that recording. And as some people might know, Giovanni is a legend percussionist internationally, very very well known person, a beautiful human being, and I was honored to have my friend Giovanni Hidalgo on that recording. That was very very special for me.
That's
Very
wonderful.
special time. Yeah.
And so you're now teaching at University of Delaware?
Right now, yeah, I'm teaching at the only place I'm teaching right now is at University of Delaware. I also teach New Shiloh Baptist Church. They have a private music school, the Carter School of Music in Baltimore City. I've been teaching there for many, many years. And Delaware right now, and I teach privately, and I'm a freelance musician full time. Times are hard for a lot of freelance musicians right now, like myself. So I'm just kind of hanging in there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Orlando, tell us a little bit about your students and how they're having their lessons now, some of them without instruments.
So what happened at Delaware, some of my students, they didn't have any instruments, so it took us a while. We had a kind of like a standard spring break. Instead of usually it's an hour a week, and then we had 2 hours, 2 weeks spring break, excuse me. And during that time, we were able to figure out for the students to grab some equipment from the buildings. So I had to kind of modify all their lessons, and they all have to do juries, and they all had to prepare for, we don't have to change everything. And they had to be more creative in terms of new things that they need to work on and for, and different things that haven't done before. So we're gonna have to, things are coming along really well actually. So overall, so
it's called resilience, right?
yeah.
¿Cómo se dice resilience en español?
Resilient, perseverante.
Sí,
Yeah.
señor.
Yeah.
Perseverante cuando te dan arroz con culo.
Hay que hacerle tripas corazones, ¿no?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So what do you have in front of you?
So right here I have this instrument. Like I said before, it was bought by the church on the square people, and I've been using this instrument. That when they bought this, I didn't know anything about it. They said we're gonna get a hand pan, or they call it a hang drum, and I had no idea what they were gonna get. So, and when I saw it, I was like stunned. I said, "Whoa, what is that thing?" I just couldn't get my eyes out of it and my hands off it. So, and this is a hand pan. It usually have is one of the most modern percussion instrument made in the United States. Some places they made it in Europe. And it has 11 notes. If you can see in the bottom, there are 2 more notes in the bottom, and 9 notes in the top. And this particular model is on the key of G major, so that I can use it for accompanied singers. But everything had to be in G major. Unfortunately, that's the only key I can use it. But it's a very beautiful instrument, and it's just very pleasant to the ear to listen to it. So
We'd love to hear some.
oh sure. So let me play something for you. I'm gonna play something that I steal from the internet. So we'll see what it sounds like. Oh, something like that.
Que bueno, something like that. That's beautiful.
So it's kind of I make it as I go, so I make my own rules with it, which is kind of cool.
So what do you like so much about this drum versus Natalia?
Well, it's just a very warm sound. When people listen to it, their ears kind of goes like, wow, that's like put people in kind of meditative stage right away when they hear it, and that's just very very particular, you know, uh, personality that the instrument has.
We really need that these days, don't we?
Yeah, dude. So
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Now, is there a reason why they picked it to be in the key of G?
this is it's personalized instrument. You choose the key. A lot of the instrument there are different keys. They use different modes. They use different especially modes. So when you buy one, you choose the set of notes that you would like to have. And some of them can sound kind of hippie-ish sound and very rich and very meditative way. The way we choose this one was we want it on the key of G, so it's easier to play songs on the church with singers, because I got a whole bunch of different chords that I can play here.
So when you buy the next one,
Yeah.
what key is it gonna be in?
I'm not sure yet. So I have to kind of match up this sound too, so they're all compatible with each other. But yeah.
So would you take us on a little tour of the marimba?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see. Can you guys see me back there now? A little bit better.
We can, yeah.
How can't really tell if I can try to get the right angle there. Then you got it. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can.
There we go. So I don't know if you remember back in the 90s, woo! The group was called Buena Vista Social Club.
Absolutely.
The pianist, last name Ruben Gonzalez, and he played this tune called Almendra by Abelardo Valdez. So this one has a little bit more rice and beans. So I play a little bit so you get a little taste of the marimba, okay? This also was recorded on my first CD, Caribeños. See if I can. I just practiced this like 2 hours ago, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Eso. Qué chévere. Oh, man.
That was amazing.
Whatever. It's just fun, you know.
It is
It's
fun.
fun.
And so, where can we get your music?
You can get it out of iTunes or CD Baby, Amazon. It's all around.
That's
Wonderful.
wonderful. What is your next project?
Right now, a lot of my projects have been canceled, so we'll see what's gonna happen after after we get through all this coronavirus. This are very difficult time for everybody, and hopefully, I think we're gonna come out of this more stronger, more
That's right.
resilient with each other, and the new norm is going to be different, but we're human beings, we can adjust to anything. And all those people up there that they're fighting very hard to keep us safe, and so I'm really hoping that we're gonna guess I think we're gonna come out of this a lot stronger than we already are. But
Absolutely.
Maestro, could we end with you just telling us why you think music is such a part of human life?
I mean, music is, in my country, Puerto Rico, music is like air. It's like you kick a rock, and there's music and underneath the rock, and music is a way of keeping people healthy, happy, emotionally connected with each other, which I think is very, very important as human beings. It's a universal language. Music belongs to anybody and everybody, and that's the way I see it.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
Well, Orlando, thank you for being with us.
Oh, we're
Please
done
give
already?
we give our love to Yvonne and Luis,
Oh, well.
and
Thank you
we
guys
look
for
forward
being
to
here.
being with you in person
Thank you
someday
for the
soon.
opportunity. Thank you.
We're gonna jam soon.
Okay, absolutely. Let me know. I'm ready.
Muchas gracias, amigo.
Okay. Peace.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. We have another special guest coming up in a couple of days, so stay tuned and stay strong. We love you very much.
Bye.